Hello and welcome to the man cave. I'm Joshua from Agatebay and my job is to cut open rocks. And I cut the best agates you can find anywhere on the internet. I have some of this material, I want to cut it open and see if they're worth the money. And I'm sure they are, but yeah, let's see what's hiding inside of these. I will take you through the process of how I will be cutting them. Then we're going to cut them, and in the end we will look over them again and see the result of how they've been turning out. This specimen right here is definitely up there with being one of the most unique pieces. You can very clearly see it is a seam agate, and that is something that does not happen very often at these Laguna Agate deposits. Mostly they're found in round nodular shape, but this one here filled into a void in a crack of Mother Earth and just crystallized in this seam type. So the mineralization is all the way around in the host rock, and if there's like a gap opening up from an earthquake, for example, it can totally fill in an entire seam with agate as well. And this is the very end piece of a seam. So you can see here it's all closed down from the void in the host rock, and here is the largely open sided window, which probably extended in all this area here. And it's showing gorgeous colors, just like all the Laguna agates pretty much do. I will be going for the long cut, just so I get a more full and more interesting picture, even though the shape here on this side is going to be pretty thin and yeah, strange looking, but I think it's going to be the best cut. So let's hope it is actually a good decision. Wow. And look at how gorgeous it turned out to be. I think it's really been the bestest decision I could have made. Here you can see the beautiful bubbles shining through from the very thin back part here. And also it seems like it's closing down very quickly. So I only have probably about 5, 6, 7 millimeters where the agate is in this piece still. And all the entire back section here seems to be part of a host rock area. So it's really been closing down quickly, but I think it is just absolutely amazing looking. Beautiful pink banding with the white, and just the translucency and the botryoidal bubbles shining through, I think is just fantastic looking. Second one is a classical nodule, a weird shape like a lot of Laguna agates have it. However, this one here only has a little window, not showing any parallax at all, very, very dark colors, and it's actually a very rich, deep red color with a little bit of blue that's shining through here. And the way I'm going to cut it is like right across here where it's got good thickness, and then once all across over here like this, and come around back up here. All ready to cut now. Wow! Look at this rich, deep red color. Absolutely amazing specimen. And the little cherry on top of the cake is this beautiful white contrasting center, but perfectly flawless specimen. No fractures, just gorgeousness. It looks a little dark right now, but in proper lighting with like a strong light source, the color will really come out, and the blue outlining it and the green as well just make it a really top quality Laguna agate specimen. Third one is a pretty odd looking piece for a Laguna agate. A lot of translucency here with a little bit of a white and yellow window to the side. I'm a little bit scared about this section down here because I think this is just a big blob of host rock that is like attached in the entire bottom of the nodule. So I have to kind of calculate this section entirely out of the volume of the piece and only take into account what's up top here. I will just cut pretty much, yeah, a face off of this window once across like here, giving a few millimeters of room so it has some room to breathe. Sitting in there just fine, just shaving off the front area of the piece. Oh, okay. Wow, this is a lot better than I was thinking it would be. And this is what it looks like. Just gorgeous. It doesn't show any of the yellow that was peeking through here, but just fantastic banding with the white and blue and red, the little flow channel area down here. And also the host rock doesn't bother me as much, just because it's such a flawless piece here, with no fractures going on, beautiful colors, and that's always a big bonus already. So wonderful specimen. This agate has problems. I now decided to go for the much smaller cut, so I can see I'm cutting right next to the window. Up top here there's a small window, and here is where the fracture is going along. Right here, so I'm cutting right next to that. Oh, what is happening? Wow. And just look at how beautiful it turned out. You can see this half here is much larger, and for that reason also a lot more valuable, because the fiery floater center is just, yeah, just so striking. What a wonderful specimen. And also I really like the translucency in the red area surrounding the specimen. But really the highlight is this super intense fiery floater in the center of this piece. Just incredible. I hate to say it, but this agate is a troublemaker. It's showing such incredible yellow right here with parallax, just absolutely intense color. The point is, it has fractures. I can see there's a big fracturing line running, yeah, pretty much in between where these nodules, the double is kind of baked together, but I'm increasing my chances by cutting further back, kind of, yeah, parallel to somewhat where the fracture lines are going, with a large volume here also to the right hand side. But ideally I would cut it through here, but I will cut through fractures in any case, and I'm reducing the risk of cutting through fractures if I cut back here. You see, I will cut very slightly into the fractured area if the nodules are splitting here. I will be cutting through it, but I do it for the sake of the volume of the nodule. Oh, oh, what is wrong? I opted for the big butt, but sometimes all efforts are really just worthless. It looked so fantastic with this window here, and I mean, I could not have even dreamt about how terrible this could have turned out to be. Yeah, just awful. I don't have any nice words for this agate, unfortunately. But I can see that it has some potential, like in this section for sure, where the yellow is concentrating, to cut some cabochons and make some jewelry, but for me it's of no good use. So I'm not gonna get it polished, but I might put it up into the rough stone section, so if there's some of you guys that make their own jewelry and cabochons, this one has some great potential to cut some beautiful pieces. Second to last one is another pretty interesting piece. Like here in this section you can see it's just got this weird banding. Couple smaller hairline fractures in the rim area. Here's a section where I can see there's some tubes pointing down a little bit. The only way I can pretty much cut it with a good result is close to the fracturing line here to keep the stalactite angle, and then like in an angle like this once around. You can see how strangely it's sitting in, and I'm getting very close to the fracturing line down here at the bottom, and hope that there's actually going to be stalactites in there and that my efforts will make any sense at all. Oh. Wow. It's just a super interesting piece with the tubes coming down here. I thought maybe they were going to be a little bit more straight like stalactites, but the tubes, they're forming in little different angles and shapes. But I think it's a beautiful piece, gorgeous white, super nice translucency, and with these little spikes all the way around the outside white banding. I think it is a very nice and interesting specimen. Certainly something else that you don't see from Laguna in a regular basis. So this is one for the more odd, yeah, parts of your collection. This is of course the most beautiful window that the entire stone has, with a little bit of red surrounding the carbonate, then clear white banding around it. I see there is a fracturing line running through this window, probably somewhere back here. So if I cut in this angle right here, I'm gonna have the fracture right in there. So I'm gonna place the cut like this, and this is how the banding is shaping in here until it's tilting over here like this. I got it in as good as I think I could possibly even do it. Oh. Oh. Wow. The first moment I opened it up, I was like, oh my goodness. The banding is so fine, so intense. There's parallax all the way in the center. So there's the parallax banding I've been hitting fantastically. But unfortunately, It had more fractures than I could see from the outside. I've been trying to avoid some of them. I couldn't avoid all of them, but it is just an absolutely spectacular piece. The banding is absolutely incredible. Without the fractures, it would be way into the 4-digit area for a half of this wonderful specimen. With the fractures, of course, it takes a lot of the value away, but nothing else but spectacular is what the colors in this piece are, and it's still such an attractive specimen. We had a really fantastic start of this lot, and every single piece here except for the one really turned out to be a lot better than I anticipated. And of course, this is also not representative for what you will cut on a regular base of Laguna Agates. These are larger and higher quality than what you usually get, but I'm lucky to have those connections that I can get this high quality material. The first one, such a unique specimen with the seam type, which is just such a unique piece. Beautiful banding as well. The second piece here with this kind of really dark red color, but it really starts glowing once it's lighting up, and with a high quality photograph as you're looking at it right now. The third piece also spectacular, beautiful banding, no flaws or fractures, just a beautiful flow channel. And then the fourth piece, just an absolutely fantastic floater specimen, so striking in the center of this piece. Great depth, and again here, no flaws in this specimen. However, the next one completely missed my expectations. And yeah, you will find this one in the rough stone section, while all of the other pieces will be polished on my website. And so will also be this wonderful tube agate, such a unique specimen as well. And then the last one, of course, being the most valuable and just, yeah, absolutely incredible piece. I just wish it didn't have these fractures, but in Germany we say, yeah, the life is not a wish concert, so we cannot just wish for random things, and we just have to accept them for what they are. And yeah, talking realistically, it is still a wonderful piece, even with those fractures. And yeah, if you enjoyed these agates and want to add some of these to your collection, make sure to check out my website right now, because yeah, people are buying these specimens already as the video is up, because I always put a new update on my website at the same time as the release of the video is happening. There is a 20% discount if you purchase at least 10 specimens at once. Leave it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which is your favorite of these. I know, after watching today's video, you probably all want to cut your own Laguna agates. And the good news is you can. We still have a little bit of Laguna rough agates available on our website. We still have a selection with the M-sized stones, which are in a size of about, yeah, typically around 3 inches. And then we have an L size as well, with some really promising looking material. We're entirely sold out of the S size of pieces, and we're also entirely sold out of El Sueco and only have one Crazy Lace XL bag left. So for the Mexican material, I'm definitely running low in rough rock, but I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll also enjoy cutting your own rough rock. I appreciate you all watching. Leave it a nice comment if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon again. Thank you.